All right, friends. How are you today? Back at it for some weekend astrology. Oh yeah, this is a deep one, right? So we're continuing from yesterday. Today's astrology is for the 24th, Sunday the 24th of March. All right. I'm picking this back up from I did one here Saturday morning. Okay, so this is Saturday right now. I'm filming this, talking about it because literally at midnight tonight or 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, it gets, plot thickens. So I feel like it's important to put out there, whoever finds this today into tomorrow's energy, it'll serve its purpose to whoever finds this message. And there's something in this message for absolutely everyone. Doesn't matter what you're going through in life, there's something going on here. I love analogies. I love astrology. I love analogies. So it's funny. I built this. We're getting all this good stuff. I'm going to bring up this analogy real quick. Built this new computer because my old computers were dying. It was out of necessity. I had to act. Had to build this new computer. Absolutely had to, as the old ones were just stopped working, right? Couldn't do these videos anymore. Stopped working. So, upgrade. Got the new system up and going. This is Windows 10. The old one was Windows 7. There's a point. Promise. Stick with me. Now, in this new software, remember I was showing you guys this thing. It's, this, there it is. There it goes. It's auto. It's the same company, same software, same camera. I went to this kind of like trying to do this simply instead of using bigger cameras and this whole big studio thing. This is kind of a simple project, right? So the same camera, same technology, but because I upgraded to a different system, this new system has has this different software which limits everything that I'm doing. There's no more there's no more manual. It's all auto. All right? Everything's on auto. Auto focus, auto adjust the white temperature, auto adjust the exposure and the gain levels. I don't have control anymore. Okay. Full circle. We're in it now. I don't have control over anymore of what I need to do to make the image look right, how I want to make it look, right? Not what the computer thinks an image should look like. What the camera thinks an image should look like. Okay. Now we're going to tie this into astrology because that's where we're at, right? So the moon, this is intense. These are intense days. Either find this on Saturday or on Sunday, whatever. These are intense 2 days, okay? The moon is in Scorpio. Intense. On Saturday, I just put the video out this morning. It is making this trine to Neptune and Mercury in Pisces, okay? Our moon is our emotions. In Scorpio, it's going to the underworld, right? Where does the sun go every day when it goes down? It goes into the underworld. Where does Persephone go or Astara go when she's done with spring and summer up here? She goes to the underworld. The southern hemisphere, if you're in the northern hemisphere here, or vice versa. It's going into the underworld. It doesn't mean it's necessarily a dark place. We just don't understand. We don't see it. We don't bring it up to the surface. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff in Australia. I've never been there. I can't wait to go one day, visit some friends. Hi, Alice. But the underworld, the shadow side of life. The moon is in the shadow period, shadow side, in the underworld of Scorpio. And here's where we can get a lot of magical work done, all right? And the things that we don't bring to the surface and don't bring up all the time. I have lost control over simple computer electronics. So what I have to do now as a result of, which was supposed to be a very simple kind of thing, I have to make it a more complicated setup. I'll probably end up changing cameras because this isn't going to cut it for me, and make it a more full-on production. I have to dig a little deeper and change some things because for hours, I've already started to do work here. And same results. This new software that they've created, this is all I can get with this software. I have to do other things. I have to seek out other knowledge, seek out other programs. Okay, Jupiter, up in Sagittarius, making a connection with Venus. Okay, so what's happening tonight at midnight? It's Jupiter and Sagittarius making a connection with Venus and Aquarius. So what this is all about community. Okay, so what do we love, want, and desire? Future thinking, community-based activities. You know, that's what's going on in Aquarius right now. That's where Venus is at. Venus is everything we love, want, and desire. Where are the people at? They're out doing things in the world. Where's your love? Where's your friends? Where are your people? They're doing things. Where are successful people? They're busy as hell. They're out doing things, making things happen, right? And the knowledge is out there. So Venus making this sextile to Jupiter, the knowledge is out there. The information is out there. The gurus, the leaders, the healers are out there. The teachers are out there. And they are ready. And the students are out there. So if you're a teacher, just on the opposite side, if you're a teacher, staying persistent, the students are going to be coming, okay? Because we're at a time where we need to expand outside of what we know, because we don't have control. We don't have control right now. We need to get to the bottom of this stuff. This is where the camera sees. To the bottom of stuff. Way down here, really in the gut is where my hand is at. Woo! Right there. Get to the bottom of these things and bring it to the surface. So we're creating a grand trine, a water trine today. This happens at 1 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And it happens through the entire day on Sunday. Okay. So what that means is the moon is over here in Scorpio. We got Mercury and Neptune, in Pisces. Neptune's home sign of Pisces, expansive. So, all right, so the moon, emotional moon, here in Scorpio is about transformation. Okay? The dark is a scary place. It's full of the unknown, the unfamiliar. I don't know what it could be. It could be something might want to kill me, might want to eat me, or it could be a teddy bear with some, roses and some chocolate, or, something fun and exciting. It could be an adventure. You don't know until you turn the light on. Okay? Transformation. Bringing things from the darkness into the light. And then once we see everything in the light, it's like, oh, that actually wasn't that scary. It was just a room. And that was just a piece of wood that was creating a shadow. Oh my God, right? So emotional moon in Scorpio wants to transform, wants to bring things from the dark into the light. All right? Now over here we have Neptune and Mercury in Pisces. So this is mega, mega expansion. Transformation, expansion. And what are we expanding? Our dreams, our thoughts, our communication, how we interact with the outside world, how we do business, how we trade information and goods with people. Now, like I said in the video this morning, or yesterday, again, depending on when you're watching this, either way, it's a week in astrology. Mercury is going to be hanging out within 1 degree of Neptune until the 4th of April. This is a miracle as far as I'm concerned, okay? Because this is going to be letting a lot of this light shine in of like, oh my God, I've been so closed off and limiting my own beliefs, limiting my possibilities because of my beliefs. Okay? I'm stuck. I believe this was the only software I could use. No, there's something else out there because somebody else ran into the same problem too. The information's out there. Now I just have to sit down and do the work to really figure out what it is. So doing the work of figuring out what it is. Now, so that's 2 aspects of this trine. Emotional moon, Mercury, communication, Neptune, our dreams, our unconsciousness, our imagination needs to grow bigger, right? Needs to expand. Stop being so little. Yeah? So start thinking bigger. Think bigger. Okay? Emotion, bigger. Get to the bottom of things in a bigger way. This sounded kind of cheesy, but you understand the point. And then now where we're pointing toward is down here in Cancer is the North Node. Okay, we're completing this trine. Now water is emotions, right? Cancer is the cardinal sign, cardinal water sign. Scorpio is fixed energy and Pisces is mutable. What that means is Cancer brings the summer, brings the energy, brings this intense. Scorpio maintains and Pisces is the end of. Okay, so this is cardinal sign, fixed sign, mutable sign. The end of a season holds the season, just like Leo holds the summer, Aquarius holds the winter, Taurus holds the spring, and Scorpio holds the fall. So, but where we're pointing is down here in Cancer. The North Node in Cancer is saying everything has to be more compassionate, more emotional, more intuitive, more in touch with our feelings. So this is a mega opportunity to be honest with ourselves. I talked about it in this morning, yesterday's video, Saturday's. Talk about it right now as well. Addictions. We're addicted. We're addicted to limiting beliefs. We're addicted to thoughts that are holding us back. We're addicted to chemicals that are holding us back from reaching our full potential. It doesn't matter if you don't drink coffee, if you're not addicted to some sort of a drug, then it's the belief system. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody that's watching this that's like, oh, I'm immune to all of those things. I have completely, you wouldn't be watching the video otherwise. We're all have patterns that we're fixing. Now, here's another fun aspect. So the moon is opposing Mars. Mars is in traditional Taurus. Okay, Uranus just entered Taurus. This is changing our traditions. Okay, traditionally I've been using this program, this software, this thing. Our moon says, no, this is no longer acceptable. And since the Mars is also creating this trine still to Saturn and to Pluto. So Pluto is all about transformation. This is the ruling planet of Scorpio, okay? And Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, which is how we govern ourselves, how we discipline ourselves. So we need to transform. We need to change how we govern ourselves on a daily basis and look inside of this emotional blockage that we have, right? This grand trine is an isosceles triangle. It's a perfect triangle. Isosceles triangle is the safest, I don't know, safest is the word, but it's the most sound structure that we're aware of thus far on the planet. Isosceles triangle is the strongest structure, not a square, because that can be toppled over. It's this triangle, and then you stack them and you stack them in cardboard, whatever. Simple paper becomes very, very strong through this. So very, very strong. We have this opportunity today and tomorrow to really sink down. This is where the North Node wants us to go down, get to the bottom of all of this and stir up these emotions. To get us back on our path, man, to get us back to where we are in control of our lives. Because otherwise we're running on an operating system that is outdated. We're running on software that's trying to think for us. All right, this software is society, okay? So hopefully if you made it past the ridiculous analogy in the beginning, there was a point to it. The software is society. The software is our conditioning that we have been led to believe this is my life. This is how I do things. Oh, I have to just deal with this now. This is just how it is. This kind of ridiculously bright forehead or what, you know what I mean? Like, there's no control over the contrast. That's so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. It was just simply the analogy that brought us here, right? We got to take control back. And the only way that we can take control back of our lives is when we're legitimately being honest with ourselves. Like, yeah, I legitimately have an issue. I legitimately have a problem. I'm denying this, or I'm projecting this, or I think that this is how I have to solve this issue. I'm just going to put a Band-Aid on a broken bone. No. Look, we know, every time you went to the doctor to get that arm fixed, it hurt. And every time they touched it, you said, no, I just want to leave it like this. I'm just going to leave it. This hurts way too much when you mess with it. I'm just going to get used to this feeling that I have. I'm going to get stuck in this rudder. This Mars and Taurus, right? Just stuck in that rudder, following the same path. I'm dealing with this pain because I've conditioned myself to think that this is how it is, that I'm just going to deal with this for the rest of my life. Or this is how I am. This is what an Eschenberg thinks like, an Aaron thinks like. Well, this is what these planets tell me I am. It's like, wow, sure. I mean, my fingerprints say a certain thing. My iris says a certain thing. My doctor's checkup says a certain thing, but everything is transformable. Everything is changeable. Our perspective primarily is what we're dealing with here. Our perspective, our emotions, how we govern ourselves in a daily life, daily balance, living our lives. And being brutally honest. Hey, there's something going on that I need to honestly sit down and figure this out. I need to sit down, stop distracting myself with all the shiny things. Stop distracting myself with the next community gathering, the next party, the next concert, the next drum circle, the next yoga conference, the next work meeting, whatever it is. We distract ourselves when we live such a busy life. And it's just like, come down here. This is this triangle. This is what the triangle is making, right? Come down. Come back home. Cancer is home. Come back home into your heart. Realize what you need. What does a human being need? What does it really need? Right? And something we talked about a couple days ago as well, that our pharma companies do not believe that any food, bananas or oranges or apples or apricots or spinach and kale and anything, none of these they're all foods, but they do not have medicinal values according to our FDA, according to our Food and Drug Administration, right? We know that that's not true. We know that there's other options. We know that there's other ways to heal. So we need to, it's like, again, we're coming back to this idea of transformation. One is transforming my thoughts, realizing, okay, I'm being ridiculously honest with myself. Yeah, this is an issue that I have to really deal with. It might take me hours. It might take me days. It might take me months. But either way, we can still work on it. We can still figure out a solution to this and get me back living my best life, because I want to be in control of my life. Now, when I say control, we're in control of our perspective on life. We're in control of our emotions, not in control, like I don't control the weather. Oh, it's raining. I can control, oh, it's raining. This gives life to my garden. Oh, it's sunny. I can get down with that. It's a sunny day. Oh, it's overcasty. Makes pretty pictures. It's all perspective. So we can't control necessarily somebody else. We can't control an outside environment, but what we can control is how we perceive the world, how we perceive ourselves, and making excuses, man. I see this with astrology. Oh, it's Mercury retrograde. That's why. Oh, well, I'm an Aries. This is why. Or I'm a Capricorn. This is why. It's just like, stop making excuses, using these things for us to make excuses why we're not progressing in life, okay? We have this magical, and I mean magical, window of opportunity right now to truly look at this stuff, to look at ourselves in the mirror, look in the mirror, falling in love with ourselves, crying it out, whatever, and seeing what it is that we need to fix so we have control back. And then realizing that there's answers in the community, answers in the public. There are answers for one, Sagittarius, Jupiter and Sagittarius, having faith in the big picture, right? Jupiter is this big picture. It's the more. Having faith in the big picture that I'm going to get through this. I'm going to come out. Having faith in the unknown. Maybe I don't know the answer. I honestly, I don't know what software right now is going to fix the look that I'm currently unhappy with, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to figure it out, Maybe I've tried to quit smoking 20 times and I couldn't. Then one day, boom, it clicked. Never wanted to do it again. That's a true story, Literally one day, and it's funny to think that I ever used to smoke cigarettes. Just boom, I'm done. I'm done with this. Done. And we have that opportunity. We have that potential. We have that within us. We have this strength. We just have to have faith in ourselves. We have to have faith in ourselves and understand that it's not here within my four walls that the healing really takes place. Yes, when we're sick, when we're ill, this isolation and seclusion is absolutely necessary to heal. That's not what we're talking about right now, though. That's not really where we're at. The community has the medicine. It's the community that heals. It's around the fire. It's around the dancing. It's around the singing together. It's around celebrating life together, right? Because we get caught in our own little brick and mortar. We get caught in our own four walls of our own safe place. This is my home. This is how I feel. I have an anxiety when I go out. Is this clinical? Is it? Is it real? Diagnosed by your MD? Because odds are pretty good that, I don't want to assume anybody else's whatever. We all have our own things that we go through. But how often can we honestly say we use that as an excuse? Oh, I have introvert anxiety. Do you really? Or are you just using this as a crutch to not live your life, to not get out there and do something? I'll reference this guy to the day I die, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza, look him up. Check this guy out. His whole thing is about preaching, with new experiences come new opportunities. New opportunities are new, Dr. Joe, I will put a link. I will absolutely put a link in the comments below. Impact Theory, Dr. Joe Dispenza. we have to seriously, I'm about to be done talking here, but we have to really open ourselves up to new possibilities, to new thinking right now. And if it's a time to do that, if it's time to sit back and watch a 30-minute or an hour-long YouTube podcast or someone that's seriously talking about this life-changing knowledge, I'm talking about astrology, which is fun because it encompasses all this stuff. And I'm telling you that there's a window right now until the 4th of April that you have when Mercury goes direct here on the 28th. And this weekend is so powerful to get out of the denial mode. Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, but I believe we can. I believe we can, because then when we're out of this, we get to see these new experiences. We get these new opportunities. We get new faces and new. We're not stuck in the rudder. We're not stuck. All of a sudden, life becomes exciting again. Woo! Right? Happy baby. Happy baby. Happy baby. Happy baby is pick me up. I'm excited. Pass me around. It's when we get older and we have our doubts and our insecurities. No, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be held. I don't want to be called out. I don't want to be, hey! We go internal. So we have an amazing opportunity this weekend to really hone in on what's going on internal, how we can heal that through our external sources, our friends, our family, the healers, the teachers, the leaders that are out there that have done this. You're not alone. It's like you're not the first person to have a baby. You're not the first person to get sick. You're not the first person to have exams and have to work a full-time job. Come on. There's a solution, and it's not going to the bar every night, escaping. Escaping is not the solution. It's just being really honest and saying, oh, I got some work to do. Okay, now it's time to fall in love with that work and fall in love with it for yourself, right? It's not because of somebody else, not because of the guy that you want to get or the girl that you want to get or because your parents said to do it. It's because self. We got the sun in Aries right now. It's about self, my ambitions and my leading, and it's me. It's me that brought and put myself here. It's me that's going to change this. God, I hope you're feeling that fire, baby. It's lit. The stage is lit and is ready for you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you have a powerful, transformative weekend. And honest looking at yourself in the mirror. I love you. I love your beautiful soul. Whoever you are is out there watching this. My friends, I know you already. You have beautiful souls, and we all have things that we are fine-tuning right now. This is the universe fine-tuning, before we go play our concert piano piece. Fine-tuning, creating that vision of our future self and walking and embodying it. Have an amazing Sunday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.